Gotta take a little bit of break. That'll work a little bit. All right, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. We are talking about a review that was done against our product against a fellow by the name of Crows1176. In this review, he claimed that our product came out too dark and was very unwatchable. We've heard that one before, haven't we? Well, anyway, so upon looking at this review, we can clearly see that he basically falsified the product. Now, again, this product had a batch number attached to it, didn't come out this way, wasn't shipped that way to begin with. And basically, when doing our own demonstration, showing you at the end of the day that no, that's not our product, that's something he tampered with, messed with, to show you exactly how, at the end of the day, he cannot seem to back this up, is the fact that we went out and bought his product. We brought his product out on Sunday, the 28th. Now, since the 28th, we've been receiving some really interesting activity from this individual. We've had, right now, we got about, let's see, what have we got from him so far? We had given him the challenge of the 2.0 to be able to go in and do the test demonstrations under 2.0, you know, because we always post our screen test demonstrations, which his product does not do that. No test demonstrations, nothing whatsoever, just dark environment, high-end projector, you know, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, he was given the challenge to do the test demonstrations. He refuses to. Now, after that, we went in, placed the order on the 28th for the item to have it shipped over here. This is where the craziness begins. This is where he tries to back out of it. Now, again, he has a history of canceling orders from us. We have about 18 of those on the kitchen table. He also has a history of sending us down items that are not what they're supposed to be. He has 2 fraud charges that are going to be filed against him for mail fraud for doing that nonsense. Also, too, and we contacted PayPal on that particular, those 2 incidents. They will verify that he did go in and commit these acts and so forth. But anyway, so after that, we started receiving these strange emails this morning after sending him a email confirmation saying that, look, we want to give you a 5-day grace period to handle your business, get the item over to us, and then on Saturday we will be expecting a tracking number. Here comes the Karen calls. Now, in these Karen calls, the first one, he claims to have an authorization, or he's talked to PayPal. PayPal has advised him not to ship the item out, not to do business with us. That's a complete lie, because we never received any complaint or anything from PayPal telling us to address these issues. Nothing there at all. We actually go in and contact PayPal around 9 o'clock in the morning. We send over the information, tell them what happened. They give us this proof, I think it's PHISHING at PayPal.com. They tell us to go in and file over there. We file the form, we send it all in, we highlight where he's claiming that PayPal is telling him to say this when PayPal is clearly saying, no, we're not saying anything like this at all. That's the first one that popped over. This is how we know that he's afraid to ship the item out. That's the first one that popped up. We send him back over again, attention to send this item out. He comes back and replies with another lie from PayPal. PayPal is advising me not to ship it out. Highlight that, send it over to PayPal. They get another one from us. They send us back another confirmation. Still, there's nothing coming back from PayPal to asking us to, this order was canceled or money was put back in our account. Nothing's showing up. All right. Now we go back in again, and as we're having the conversation, he sends another one over. We take that, we highlight it, we send it over to PayPal. He sends over 4 more, just 4 more in my account right now. All those were sent over today. Contact PayPal. PayPal, yeah, we got them right here, one by one. They're going to be going over to fraud department, because what Jamie did was he went over and made a false accusation that PayPal made these statements. PayPal never made these statements. Now, for us, this is a clear sign that he is afraid to have this product over here. And his complaint, well, not complaint, but toward us, he says that PayPal says something about that we're using his prices, we're using his product for malicious intentions. Let me tell you what malicious intentions are we're using this product for. His product will be tested side by side to the 2.0, and it will go through all tests that the 2.0 has already done, which is posted on our company's shopping cart and also to post it onto the website. That's what your product has to go through. This right here is what he considers to be malicious intention, to have your product properly tested. I'm sorry that we don't do the kind of demonstrations that you do, you know, dark environments, overpriced projectors, lying about how the screen's performing. We don't do that. We test our products against other screen paints and certified screens and whatever we can get our hands on at the end of the day. You don't do that. You use the same projector for every demonstration. We don't do that. We have multiple projectors for multiple settings on how we want to set things up. We have different environments for different screens. That's how we do things. But you don't do that. And then you want to get on there and start Karen calling by saying that, oh, he's a scammer, and he's this, that, and the other. Are you kidding me? Every time you display that Cinemax screen, we don't have to go down this road, but we are. You are showing a screen that you got caught matching a house paint and then try to remove the videos. That's what you do. You just forgot all about that, didn't you, when you were doing a demonstration, that you cheated a bunch of people on that screen paint. But that's usually what scammers do. They move on to something else and move on to something. Sometimes they do so much they forget the very stuff that they're doing. So this is what Jamie's paint has to go through. In the middle, that's a 2.0. That's white paint, and that is a new microblend we just found, which is fantastic for testing, which we are now going to advise for you to do, which you know you'll never do it. Now, as I said before, if your product worked as you say you did, and you did the test already, and you have confidence that our product failed miserably, why are we going through such a hassle trying to get your product over here? What's the problem? The problem is that you lied. And you'll be outed, as always, as we are still waiting for our receipts for our 39 Black Widow. We haven't received that yet. Since you know what the receipts look like, now you can go back and get the ones that you claim that you got for the 39 and present those today, which you can't do. As for your product, it's an overpriced screen paint. It's not even a paint, it's a house paint. It's an overpriced house paint at the end of the day that you can't even back up. Because you went in and tried to falsify and even lie that PayPal gave you these strict instructions not to send the item over, yet we haven't received one confirmation from PayPal, not even a money put back in our account, nothing. So let me get this straight. PayPal told you not to ship anything over and to keep our money and without contacting us at all? I'm sorry, PayPal doesn't work that way. Usually they contact us, they tell us what's going on, they give us enough time to reply back, and they decide who has the better evidence, and they decide on that person, and that's what they do. I've never heard of PayPal ever, you making all these complaints. PayPal's not contacted us one time. None of the money has been put back into our account. We haven't received a refund, nothing at all, period. Not even a cancel order. That's you, Crow, at the end of the day, doing the Mickey Mouse, nonsense. So since we're the only ones that are receiving messages back from PayPal about how, thank you for submitting this particular individual to our fraud department, that's all we can see. So again, have my product out so we can put you up here for testing. As for the malicious nonsense, yeah, if you're afraid of this at the end of the day, again, everything you do is a lie. It's just unbelievable. Enjoy. We're waiting, Jamie. Get my paint today. You got until Saturday to get me a tracking number, and I want it. See how beautiful that looks? Now, let me explain something to you, Jamie, so you can get to understand. You feel by denying us the order, this is an item I have to have. Actually, no, to tell you the truth. I could cancel the order and get my money back. You've already did enough damage to yourself. You have already proven to us that you're afraid of the product. By you going into making those fake accusations about PayPal, about how they advised you not to do this and not to do that without any confirmation on our end, no return, no nothing, nothing at all, not one single complaint, clearly shows that you're afraid. That's all we needed you to do. I told you, you're like a full glass, you're easy to tilt. That's all we needed. You already gave me what I needed. I don't even need to test your product at the end of the day. You've already proven what I've already proven. Anyone who's basically beat someone is not afraid to go out and beat them again. If you lie about beating that person, then that's going to be a problem at the end of the day. If you really have to face that person at the end of the day, there could be some complications there because your confidence level isn't there because you've never fought that person. And that's the problem we have here. So the reason why you're going through all this, trying to block the order, trying to make excuses, why you can't ship it out, is because you faked it. That's why. Why we have been requesting for receipts for 39 and you've never gave us any receipts for anything because you never ordered it. But I'm not going to cancel this time. I'm going to see how long it takes you to ship it out. That's the next stage we're going to go through now. How long is Jamie going to sit on the order, and how long is he going to wait to ship it out? I got plenty of time. The problem is you don't. The longer that order sits there, doesn't bother me at the day, the longer your customers see that you have faked your demonstrations and you're doing everything you can to keep your product from coming down here. All you got to do at the end of the day is just beat the 2.0 test demonstrations. That's all you got to do in this environment. That's all. Simple. Now, if this is considered to be malicious intention, then, ooh, man, you haven't even gone against the 44s. 44 tests are much more brutal. It's a black screen. It has to go through 10 times more punishment than this will have to go through. This is nothing. We consider the gray screens of our technology to consider to be the white projection screens. These are bottom dollar. This is why they're $38. I mean, even though they have the advancement technology to do things that other gray screens can't do and are afraid to go against, this is considered to be our white screen. That technology sitting behind it is another nightmare on its own. So if you're afraid of this, imagine if we put you against a 44 that can turn your screen into a white sheet of paper when it gets done with it. There's certified screens that won't even touch that thing. I can honestly say that I can request for Black Diamond itself to go against a 44, and I guarantee you they won't show up. You got to have a lot of confidence to say that. I know what the 44s are designed to do. We have those screens outside that look just like TVs. And you're worrying about a 2.0? Man. I can't wait to see the outcome. But again, I'm going to tell you my honest opinion what's going to happen, people. He's going to cancel out. He doesn't have an option. If he sits on the order, he wants to make it sound like we have to have it. No, we don't have to have it, Jamie. You already did the damage to yourself already. Can you imagine if I did this to you when you were actually shipping out the item? You know how bad this would make me look? This would make it look like I had something to hide. If I went through all this stuff, went on PayPal, did all this fake stuff, this would make me look pretty bad. Didn't do that. I shipped your product out, put it to your front door, signature confirmed, done deal already. Done. You, on the other hand, we got to go through all this craziness just to get the product from you. And at that, when you did the demonstration, I saw the review, you had it in a dark area. No, we're not in a dark area. You have to use your projector, 4K projector, and that screen came out way too dark. So again, if you said that you beat the product and it came out this dark, you would have no problem shipping out the product to bring it down here for full testing under 2.0. You can't do that because you know your product will fail. So I don't need your product already. You already did it to yourself. That's all we needed you to do, is tilt the glass. Thank you. And I got a freaking complaint filed against you. Tron 4K demonstration. Let's show you where your levels pull up on this.
Enjoy the goodness of Baby Bell and unwrap the magic of the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. Limited edition Baby Bell adds more adventure, fun, and play to
Yeah, Blues
this
Pop.
school year. Shop now.
You sit in the dark when you do this, right? We don't. We need a max out someone to do this. See, Jamie, this is real ambient light rejection technology. I can be in a fully lit environment and I can watch Tron down here if I want. Watch this. Batman versus Superman.
Getting that from YouTube.
You would fail this miserably. I'm waiting. Saturday. I have my tracking number.
Wow.
Here I am.
Here I am. Bruce, please. I was wrong.
I'm waiting. You seem to be so afraid for some reason. Let's go with, let me see. Panasonic 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, yes! This is the one I was looking for. I was trying to track this video down for the longest time. Finally got my hands on it. We got to run this on a 44. This is one of the darkest demonstrations I've ever seen done. It's an ultimate dark demonstration. This is worthy of a max out zone when showing full lit environment. Oh, definitely perfect. That, yeah, keep track of that one. That's a hard one to track down. I was looking for that for the longest time because that was a solid black level. What's it going to be, Crow? You're going to ship out or you're going to cancel out? What's it going to be? Or not ship out and cancel out? I remember you opened up the Pandora's box, had it shut, nice and tight. Everything was good, sent over the product to you, and you did that dumb nonsense. So now you have to back it up. And I got a new screen paint for you too. This is the new stuff we're testing now. This is what you got to do now. How does your product work with microblend. This is the new stuff we're testing now. Oh, this stuff is good. It's really good. Has a nice, pretty color to it. It matches your product perfectly. Trust me. Was I wrong the first time when I made that statement? I wasn't. What happened to the videos? They were deleted, weren't they? Look at the color of that. That is gorgeous. This one, I think it's going to have the ability to match 3 of your screen paints. Personal mix, the hybrid mix, and the Metallica mix. All in one container. I guarantee you. But before you get that opportunity, we'll test it first for you, like we did with the 2.0. No, sorry. What's it called? The Network Grade 773. That's new. Saturday's getting up here. Got plenty of time to process this order. Get it done. 5 days. Get it done. Need that order in? Oh, what's the problem? Oh, because we have the product down here for testing, and he's afraid of the 2.0, or he's the one that talked all the trash, and now he's got to back it up. Oh, look at that. That's going to make some great pictures for the website. We're going to do a slideshow on the site. So come on, man, get your product up. Talk all this trash. You're the best of the best, right? Then back it up. Tracking number better pop up on Saturday. If not, we're going to put you on blast. It's not going to come out good. Then we're going to put the timer up. So the timer is going to give an additional. If he needs more time, we'll help you out with that. We'll give you an additional 5 more days after Saturday to get it shipped out. So this is going to get bad for you. But until then, all your demonstrations that you do, I want to mimic them right here. Still waiting. I'm telling you, Crow, you sparked this part of me, man, that I didn't even know even exists, man. It's like that hunt, you know, that excitement for the hunt. Man, buddy, you opened up too big of a Pandora box on this one. Now that I know that you're afraid and you're backing down, you have made me even stronger, man. You shouldn't have did that. I tell you, that's the worst thing I tell people at the end of the day. Do not show me fear at the end of the day, because I can smell it on you. Do not do that. If you're going to come against me, you're going to have to come against me strong, which means you cannot show any form of basically breakdown in confidence. My confidence is through the roof when I develop technology. So do not show me any form of fear. Don't break down. Don't make any mistakes. Don't give me any telltale signs, because if I find 1 little ounce of inconfidence in your freaking design, I'm going to blow through that thing like there's like, it's going to be a mess. And you can see already from the door the pressure that I'm already putting on this guy, that he's not going to be able to get out of this. He is backed into a corner he can't even get out of. Now he's making PayPal excuses now? Oh man, you shouldn't have did that. I don't have to put more pressure on you. I have to make another purchase for your product, which means now you're going to have 3 of these to contend with, maybe 4. Maybe we'll buy all of them today. You're going through the pressure of 1. Can you imagine the pressure of 4 of them? Wow, man. Because you already showed that sign. You didn't. If you had shipped the product over, okay, say your product fails when it comes over, right? So you can't back it up. It ain't the first time you've been through this before. You've done this before. It ain't nothing new, okay? But at least you did it, okay? At least you did it. At least you went ahead, at least you did it. You can at least, I can say at the end of the day, well, you know, his product failed miserably, but at least he did step up to the plate. I got to give him credit on that. You can't even step up to the plate. You've exhausted everything. You have nothing left. And the only thing you had left was, maybe I can come in and say that PayPal said that I can't ship it out. And if I say that, then he'll believe it. Or they will believe it. Nobody. Everybody had PayPal. Everybody know how PayPal works. We all know how PayPal works in disputes. You can go in there and you can make a complaint about the most dumbest thing on the face of the planet. That has nothing to do with the list of disputes that they have. And they still got to contact the other person, let them like, hey, look, this is what's going on with your account. This is what blah, 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 blah. This is a person who basically made this complaint against you. We need you to go in and resolve this issue. We didn't receive nothing out of any of those complaints you claimed that PayPal advised you on. So let me get this straight. PayPal advised you not to ship out these items to us, and yet we didn't have no money put back into our banking accounts. The money's still sitting in the account, not showing that it's shipped out, and they didn't advise you anything at all, like, hey, cancel the order or do such and so and so. Nothing at all, period. Because you can't cancel the order, because if you cancel the order, it shows that you're afraid of the product. So you can't do that. You've done enough of that already. Can't ship us anything that's not right because, you know, it's fraud. So you're already getting problems for that. You could do the Karen call by saying that, well, we don't ship out to the... That doesn't work at all either, because I already called you on that already. So now you're going to something different. Let's say PayPal said that we didn't do so and so and so. So PayPal didn't contact us, didn't tell us anything about what went on. You had to contact and tell us this went on. And PayPal didn't tell me that, well, look, we can't ship it out to you because maybe your account's in bad standing and we're going to have to basically give you a credit, or we can basically put the money back in your account, or so and so and so. We didn't receive any of that at all, period. I don't know what kind of PayPal you work at the end of the day, but that sounds like somebody who lied and said that to make it sound like it was supposed to be true. But then again, this does come from the same individual who sat up there and said that his landlord paid him money to spray 8 apartment units in 2 hours, and then paid you an additional $300 to paint your own bathroom. Okay. Now we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Even though he's crying, even though he's whining, even though he's complaining, even though he's fighting this, we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He has 5 days. And every time you come in with one of those PayPal says nonsense, we're going to send it right over to the fraud department. I want that hybrid mix. I got my eye on that next. That's what I want next. Because that right there looks like it would match that perfect. Oh, got an idea. What about these, yeah, that'd be perfect. The Silver Mist 1619 combined with the micro blend. Ooh, that would look really nice. I think that would easily match 3 of your screen paints at the same time. And the only way to find it out, we're going to have to order them and get them down here. Now, unfortunately, you already know the nightmare we have to go through, right? So we're not going to include you in that. You already know what we go through. We showed you that already from the door. The headache that we have to go through. We had to show you that we can have all that on record. So when we come back to this later on about the headaches that he caused, we can always come back to this. Like we come back to the network gray, and we come back to the white screen and black screen, whatever missing, blah, 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 and stuff like that. So we can always come back to this. So we had to have all that noted. So it's there so you can see exactly what this guy does in order to try to keep away. He talks a lot of trash, you just can't back it up. So when we go through the next ones, we're just not going to, we're going to report the basics, okay? This is what we're going through. Wait a couple weeks, give an ultimatum, wait a couple weeks, and then go from there. That's what we're going to do. We had to report everything to show you exactly how dirty this guy was. Let's see. Man, I'm telling you. All this just to get screen paint. Is that a nightmare or what? Let's see. LG, beta fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
At Petco, shopping for your pet is easier than ever. No, really. You get same-day delivery of what you need when...
Now, for my customers that are waiting for your tracking numbers, all that stuff's been sent out, you're good to go. But we're waiting for the postal person to pick up the items. And that's what we're waiting for. That's why we sent out for a tracking, scheduled ship out to be picked up. How many times, I tell you I can't express this enough, and I have to say this real quick. How many times do I have to basically go through this nonsense at the end of the day? Do you see me every time I turn around? I spend a lot of money in shipping to make sure that we can ship stuff all over the world for absolutely free. And I came and I show you me picking up the items, we get this, we get that, and we take care of that and give you I give you all the information that you need. We get the labels, we get containers, anything that gets changed out, you're always notified on everything that's going on. You can hear me talking to the postal guy, dropping your packages off, everything. Now, for those of you who appreciate that, I thank you so much. I love you to death. But the other ones who do not know how to understand that I'm sitting there doing all this for you so you can have an amazing screen paint on your wall without spending all this money, and then turn around and I get this one. Really? Do you understand what you're buying from me? Do you understand what you're getting from me? You're getting a product that is properly tested. We got people right now that are proving, as we speak, that they don't properly test their products, but they want to charge you all this money for something that doesn't even work. They can't even compete with our test demonstrations. You're sitting there in the dark with high-end projectors. Look at the contrast, look at the color. And we're sitting here doing this in a fully lit environment on a projector that would cost my customers $270. I can walk through my house and Mr. Burke can show you screens on the floor, screens on the ceiling. If we want to go outside and watch a giant, massive screen, we have the option. And yet these people at the end of the day, how many outdoor demonstrations don't we forget about? They don't do it, period. But I have to understand, this is business. In business, this is something you have to be used to. You're going to have to deal with those and you'll have to deal with those. But it just comes along with business. We treat everybody the same as we always do. And I explain to them, as I explain to everybody else, that's why we do shipping policies, that's why we have all the information on the products. This is why we do batch numbers. This is why we do tons of test demonstrations to show that the product works. It's sad that I sit there and I spend my time to go out and take the time to give you detailed demonstrations on just about everything we can possibly think of and some, give you a proper batch number, test the product before it ships out, and still, at the end of the day, we get these idiots, and you know who they are, that will come on and go, oh, it doesn't even work. So then we come against you and say, okay, doesn't work. I'll buy your product. Let's bring it down here. Let's get this on. And now we got to hear the Karen calls from these jerks. And PayPal said we don't have to send this shit. Are you kidding me? You cry, little wine baby. I paid for a product. I expect to have my product. You can cry at the end of the day, say, oh, he wants my product so bad. Nobody. We don't even need your product. You already outed yourself already by denying the order. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let's play. I just find it hilarious that I do all this testing. I got several screens. I had the exotics coming up. We have to run tests for every last one of those screens. No, Mr. Bird does not have the option of being in a dark environment with high-end projector, doing fake demonstrations with no test demonstrations to back it up whatsoever, and charge you a lot of money for something that doesn't even work. Then get caught committing fraud on YouTube, deleting the videos, and still showing the exact same screen that you got caught in committing the fraud to say, this product works absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Look at the amazing colors. Look at the contrast levels. Please. I swear. I could see you back in the Wild Wild West with a rickety wagon riding through with a donkey, talking about this is a miracle elixir. It actually does everything. Whereas all your ailments, you got a toothache, it will take care of it. I can see you doing this. I can also see you hanging by the gallows in the next town because you bumped into the wrong gunfighter who brought your nonsense, and he decided to deal with you on his terms. Hey, it's kind of like that right now, isn't it? You know, you went from town to town to town selling that snake oil, you bumped into me, and now I'm the guy who's basically going to swing you from the gallows. Have my product here, okay? Let's get this done. Bam, 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 bam. Done with the gray. I gotta show off my black technology, man. I like the gray and all. We got black technology. It's designed for this. The reason why I developed my 44. Oh, I like my 44 so much. Is this screen dry? I love this stuff on the screen. I have no idea why you're sending product to Partey. Partey can't even keep his website open half the time. We can try to order from him. That sucker just keeps that thing shut 24/7. I bet you if I check right now, it's closed. That's going to work out real fine. Because here you are trying to send paint to these jokers, and you can't even send paint to us. I'm sorry to laugh, but this is funny. He's trying to send paint that he can't even send his own paint to us. Wow. But what we're going to do is, like I said, after Saturday, it becomes the waiting game. We're going to call it the waiting game. How long is it going to take? Hey, man, I'm going to wait till the end of the month. I'm going to see how long he's going to be to sit on this. I'm there. You're going to wait till the end of the month. We're not filing jack at all, period. This is in his corner. It's in his corner. Let's see how long he tries to sit on the order. All right, let's get this on right here. I'm going to check time. I'm going to do the black screen too. Hold on. We need to zoom out a little bit more. Oh, no, wrong one. We're in the wrong menu. I need that. I need this. Man, we didn't have to deal with the freaking mosquito valve. Every outside on the 250. That's the problem. I want to go outside on the 250 part. We got. Did you hear my freaking bug zapper popping in the background? Yeah, literally. That many will come up on the deck. Oh my goodness. One of them was sitting there fizzling out for a couple of minutes. I was wondering what the size of that thing was. Let's go back. Now we get that some black technology. Oh, wait. What are we doing? We're missing the fun. Buddy, I'm going to explain something to you. I'm going to be nice when I say this. If you're fear 2.0, a 44 is going to destroy you on so many levels. It's not even funny. Gunmetal technology can't even handle this technology today. That's what we designed it for. We didn't design it for some dinky screen paint products. This was developed for certified screens. Anytime you see a black technology pop up over here, they're developed for one and one purpose only, to take out certifies. Now the gunmetals, on the other hand, yeah, they can take out certifies, but not on the level of a black screen. We got gunmetal technology that can easily wipe out certifies, and this technology we have here can wipe out the gunmetal that we developed. That's designed to take out a gunmetal screen. That's how nasty 44s are. Have some fun. Batman versus Superman.
Getting that from YouTube.
Adventure on a deeper level. The all-new Subaru Forester Wilderness.
We salute you. Find your purpose at GCU. Visit gcu.edu/military.
You're looking at a screen here. That's not a 2.0. This is a 44, which means it has the ability to pull the highest, most deepest, richest, darkest contrast level ever. You're looking at a screen that can produce a 100% black level, like the absolute black upstairs. Beautiful technology. This is what my screen paint is saying to you, Crow. Well, here I am. All you have to do is just send it to us. That's all you have to do.
Well, here I am. Bruce,
You're going to get wrecked. You have no idea what you're up against. Right now, we're going to put you against a 2.0. And later on, I'll put you against this monster. Wow. I haven't watched a movie on any of this stuff yet. Well, hopefully, when the mosquitoes die out, I'm definitely doing some movies. I'm definitely doing Frozen. Oh, we're definitely doing Frozen outside. So what we're going to do is we're going to spray the screen down with water because I want the screen to be a glacier of ice. And we're going to basically show Frozen. I hope we get a nice snowfall, which would be nice. I'm building an outer box for my projector so we can do a demonstration in the snow while watching Frozen, while the screen is actually frozen. Tell me that's not sick or what. You got to think of crazy stuff at the end of the day. You get bored. LG Jazz demonstration. Wait, no. Cancel.
Getting that from YouTube.
I want to do 8K Desired Nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
We're looking at the black levels on that for the longest time. They got 2 new ones in here I want to check out. This is where you're going to be at. Down here with these monsters. If we ever get it, that's the question. If we ever get it, he might decide to crack under the pressure and cancel out. Who knows? Because every day you don't ship it, we're just going to remind you. You're not going to forget it. If we pass Saturday, we're supposed to have a tracking number. We don't have a tracking number on Saturday. That means that every day, not every day, I'll take like every week. Every week we'll remind you. And again, don't use the excuse from PayPal. PayPal told you nothing. You sound like one of them kids like, Mommy told me that we can't go. That's what you sound like at the end of the day. Be a man, ship out my product. I just said, but that's what he sounds like. By saying PayPal said, PayPal didn't say anything at the end of the day. What are you talking about? Where are you getting this from? PayPal didn't tell you anything at all. Nothing at all. Didn't confirm, didn't tell you jack, nothing. Where did you get this from? My goodness. PayPal told me. PayPal told you nothing.
Discover intuitive technology at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event.
Where if I bump into the cover, then it's just freaking me out. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's do this real quick. I do this because I never want people to think at the end of the day, we talk a lot about the 2.0, but again, like I said, we have a disclaimer in there because we don't want you buying the 2.0 thinking it's going to do the same thing. Mind you, that technology supports that technology. That's the reason why we have it, because the black technology supports it. So at the end of the day, for us, if we lose money on a 38, we don't lose any money. We can cancel that. We still make money at the end of the day. It's just that technology was brought out so customers can have a better product instead of dealing with a lot of these untested mixes out here that can't even perform correctly. At that now, we know they can't even challenge our basic test demonstrations, so that tells you right there. TLC 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, if you're worried about it, 2.0, the 44 is what you should be worried about. 2.0 can take you out with no problem. 44, again, you can't touch it. Now, let's just continue. continue on, but just keep in mind, I'm just trying to get into Jamie's head so you can understand. You're afraid of the test demonstrations of a 2.0. This is our white screen. This is the most advanced black technology we make. If you're afraid of that test demonstration, what makes you think you can pass that screen next to it? You're going to get crushed. Let's go up here with this. You let me know on Saturday. I'll be waiting. We got something for you. We don't do dark environments over here. This is ambient rejection technology. See, that's what I told you people. At the end of the day, we don't make memes. We don't get in that back and forth. No, we come and get your stuff. That's what we do. If you talk trash against my product, if your company has to be running your mouth, I don't got time to make memes and go back and forth. I will come and get your stuff and bring it down here for testing. And if I watch your demonstration and you're stuck in dark environments, using ambient light control and high end, all that nonsense, that smoke and mirror nonsense, I'll bring you down here for some real testing. I guarantee you, you will fail. Because when I developed this technology, it's designed to do its job. Unlike your stuff, Jamie, can't do its job because you're afraid of the test demonstrations of a 2.0, and that's a gray screen compared to the black technology we developed. You okay? Okay. Now I'm trying to figure out new excuses. I gotta put this out here. I'm gonna call the next excuse. The next excuse is gonna be that PayPal gave me the authorization to cancel the order. I can get the transcripts on what you said to PayPal today. So I guarantee that's probably gonna be the next one to try to get, for him to try to get out of it. To say that PayPal said I have to cancel the order, some dumb nonsense. I guarantee you. That's all he's got left. He just has nothing left. Watch this. I'm gonna check my email account, see if we got any cancellations or whatever. Whatever we got in there, we're not gonna show you because we're done. We showed you all the nonsense he does. At the end of the day, we're just gonna basically floss our technology and see how long it takes for him to ship out my paint. sound so now. I'm
Line
excited.
in.
Oh, we got one. Sony 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Like, oh, we got hit in the head with the screen. Do you have any idea how many times I get hit in the head with stuff when I'm in the shop? You'd be surprised. I'm surprised I don't wear a hard hat and head for stuff I get hit with. Nothing new. Big deal. Yeah. But that helps you give you a little giggle at the end of the day, then cut it off. Don't care. Shoot. I've had screens fall on me, projectors fall on me, I've dropped tools on me, all kinds of stuff. Even almost got a finger cut off one time working with a saw. Nothing new.
The choice is yours.
Oh, man. You know, sitting here, we got this Warhammer coming out. I like the 44, but I want something better than the 44 now. We're talking about Warhammer. This is, for me, this is the ultimate game of all time. I'm a huge Warhammer. I love the 44, don't get me wrong, it's an amazing technology, but I need something better than the 44. I need a black gamer paint, that's what I need. That's what I need. Oh, I've got to hurry up because that's game coming out pretty soon. I want something that's worthy of Warhammer. I want to see, when I play this game, not only do I want to see the deep depths, when you play Warhammer, it's a very dark contrast game. I need the deep depths, I need the blood to pop, like really red, rich blood popping through the gun smoke, the blaze of the fire shooting off on the cannon. I need to see all that. I mean, I know the 44 has the capability, but we need better. I want better. I want a black gamer. That's what I want. The 44 is good. It's an amazing screen. You see them outside. They look absolutely incredible. But I need something more extreme for this game. I literally have designed PCs around one video game. I made $7,000 steampunk PC for Wolfenstein. That's what it was designed for. One game and one game only. Because I had to have the best when it came to playing that game. Yeah, I got it designed. I got it. And I got the ingredients in my head on how to do it. We need a gamer black screen paint. I'm gonna need it for Warhammer. I definitely need it for Warhammer. Yeah. I mean, absolute black. was developed because I wanted a black acoustic screen in a dedicated theater room. That's where that screen came from. Because at the end of the day, I really didn't feel like painting or building my screen. I just wanted the surface done, strap it to the frame, a pre-existing frame out there, and be done. That's what I wanted. So that's where the absolute black came from. The majority of the stuff we developed is because I wanted something that I needed. And I got the perfect name for it too. It is the perfect name for it, the absolute perfect name to call it. Perfect name. Yes, I'm developing myself a black extreme gamer paint for Warhammer. Sorry people, my brain's functioning at a different level now. I'm somewhere else now. I'm seeing something that exactly what I want. You see the difference in the black levels, see? Told you now. 44 is producing the same black levels. Don't get me wrong, they can maintain their white levels, and the contrast levels for our 2.0 is really good compared to the untested gray screen paint mixes on the market that are afraid to do the test demonstrations next to the 2.0's original test demonstrations, but you know how that goes anyway. But other than that, you can see the contrast difference. There's a massive contrast difference. 4K, no, cancel. Snowfall Fantasy screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, this stuff is going to have to be like super insane concentrated. It's going to be really concentrated. We have to make it a spray and roll. Because, like I said, the 44s are nice, but like, I forgot, we can roll the 44s now. I forgot about that. They can be rolled on. But anyway, it has to be concentrated. I mean, heavily concentrated to get this thing to pop the way I want to. See? 44s produce amazing white levels. Desired nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
Ooh, I know one of the ingredients we definitely got to put into it. What of it? We might have to put a controller in there for the hiker. That's what I have to do.
On a customized scarf.
That's why we develop this, why I am doing it. Developing a screen paint literally just for Warhammer. Man, if I could get in with basically the company that does Warhammer and customize a screen paint strictly for their screen paint, oh man, the container would have a massive skull on the top of it, and little skulls all wrapped around it. It'd be sick. Warhammer gamer paint. All right. Man, I got so much to do. It's not even funny. But I need the Warhammer. I gotta have it. I gotta have something. The 44 is good. The colors are good on the 44, but I need something much more advanced in colors. I need a much more higher color pop. Contrast is going to be the same. We're not going to make it dark in the contrast, but I mean an extremely high color pop. That's what we're going to need. Insane white levels. That's what we're going to definitely need from that. A little bit of hologram technology. That'd be kind of cool to add in there too. Also too. Then we have the Infinity Black Gunmetal. We'll work on that. And then I'll knock out, like, in between, I can knock out, start on the exotics. So I can do all three of them at the same time. That's what I'll do. Whew, man, that's what we need. I need a gamer paint. I need a darker gamer paint. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I'm not seeing anything different because the two is something that I want. I may even pick up a 4K for it. Then we're really gonna see the difference, to tell you the truth, honestly. Well, we definitely have to do that side by side at 4K, 1080p, 720p, so we all look the same. Yeah, we need a gamer paint. Black gamer paint. This thing is going to have to be really, really sick. I don't want it in the everyday container. I want it in a completely different container. Something odd, something weird, something strange. I already got the container I want. I know exactly, it's perfect. We do 50 ounces of it right from the door. That's big enough to do all. That's a really big screen out of 50 ounces. But I know the container would be perfect for it. And the artwork for it would be nice. All right, well, I got a gamer paint to develop. I got to start working on the first ingredients on how I'm going to put this in together. I have to have it done because Warhammer launches in September, and that's part of my birthday gift that I'm getting for myself. And I'm going to basically design this sick paint. I'm going to put it on this screen. This is where we're going to apply it to this screen. So this is my gamer screen, all the lights and stuff. I'm going to advance my lights, change out the floor. We already got the speaker system in here. God knows it's loud as I don't know what. But other than that, we got everything perfect for Warhammer. And I got to put some new lights in here because I got rid of my screen here and the shop is looking a little dinky. So we got to put I'm going to put a design up in here, put a screen up here for a design. We got to light all this up. I want this back the way I had it. When I had all the lights up here and everything looked real nice, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean this place up a little bit, get my workshop organized a little better, and have part of this section for my gaming and the other section for work. That's what I'm going to do. Put this shop back together and clean it up a bit. All right. Well, long story short, people, at the end of the day, besides all, we've been going through it all, it just comes down to one thing. He can't back his products. And we already showed that already from the multiple complaints and excuses and everything else under the sun. He just can't seem to back the product. And the way to shut Jamie up at the end of the day is to buy his product. I told you that. That's how we shut him up. When he's out there running his mouth about this, that, and the other, to shut him up, all we have to do is just go and place an order for his product, and you will watch the onslaught of excuses after excuses after excuses and canceled orders and fraud just come tumbling in, because this is a person at the end of the day that is absolutely terrified to have his product down here because he knows it doesn't work. And I don't even know how in the world he gets the nerve to get caught in something and then come back to display the same scam screen and try to get more money out of people at the end of the day. So this is the reason why. Perfect example why we developed the 2.0. 2.0 was developed to make a better screen paint for customers so they don't have to be stuck in dark environments, pay for overpowered, expensive projectors, and just be lied through the entire demonstration. His product can't even beat the 2.0's test demonstrations. That's what the malicious intention he's claiming is. All you have to do is beat the 2.0 test demonstrations. We don't trust you to do the demonstrations yourself because we can see you couldn't even properly do the review. So again, if you claim that this is our product, this is how it came out, despite the batch number, despite we tested the product, this is how it came out. Why are we having such a hard time getting your product over here? Point taken. There you go. And we're going to prove even more after we give this guy 5 days to process the order. We know we're going to take 5 days. We have 5 days to process the order. He has Saturday to have a tracking number. If we don't see a tracking number on Saturday and he comes back with some paper, we already know the nonsense with the PayPal nonsense. We know it already. We'll give him an additional 5 more days after that Saturday. See how long it takes for him to ship out the item, how long he's going to wait on this. Because after a while, PayPal's going to see this and they're going to bring it to your attention, not us, on why you have an item here that's not shipped out yet, and you need to address and ship this out. So let's see how long it takes for Jamie Fernando Gonzalez to ship out an item. This is after a person who went into a whole rant of complaining on our behalf by saying that we didn't ship a product out fast enough and how he didn't want the order anymore and blah blah this and blah blah that. Let's see. Till then, we're done here with this, and now we just have to wait and see if he's going to cancel or if he's going to not ship out, one or the other. But I do not want to hear the excuse of saying, oh well, PayPal told me, well, if PayPal told you, we will contact PayPal and ask for a confirmed email stating that they made that statement. So you know that. Right from the door. Contact PayPal. You make a statement saying that PayPal ever made a claim that they said that you gave you permission to cancel the item, they told you to cancel the item, we're going to contact PayPal and ask for that statement. And again, like I said, we've already opened up the formal complaints against them for fraud charges with basically telling lies, claiming that PayPal made these statements and PayPal never made these statements to begin with. So you already have 3 complaints. With PayPal, the way they work, you have to show a pattern of bad activity. As for you making the statement about the orders, how we were ordering them and then canceling them, no, not really, because I was trying to keep the items. The problem was we just couldn't get anything shipped over here that actually worked. You sending me black paint is not what I ordered. Cinemax, it's not black. And I ordered a great product. So, fail. When I ordered the Frankenstein, I didn't order a dark gray. I ordered a light gray. That's why we had to verification showing what we ordered. Fail. And then the rest of the orders, when you sent this over the email telling me to buy whatever I want, and I did, you canceled every single order. Fail. So on my end, with my account being outstanding, shows that we've been able to back up evidence and show that you have committed fraud and we're doing illegal activity on your account that allowed us to be able to present enough evidence to win our case. There you go. That's why Jamie has never, ever won a PayPal claim against us. Never. We won every last one of them. And then they looked at the last claims that you filed under the $38, and they noticed that the complaints you put in back to back to back to back to back, that also came up on the radar when they were looking in. See, by you making that statement to them, they will go in and look at my account, and they will see the complaints we put in, and you know what PayPal sees? That we won every single one. You lost every last one. And that's why your account now is going to be under investigation, because not only because in your statements, you were saying that PayPal has advised you. PayPal hasn't advised you anything. PayPal hasn't even talked to you about this at all. We know we called in and talked to PayPal. And they said that those emails show where you made statements making accusations that PayPal gave clarification saying that, hey, we said this and we said that. They will mark that as fraud, and that will be strikes against your account, which means you can have your account suspended or you can have it terminated. Because at the end of the day, Crow, you have to understand, they're going to look at it like maybe you're doing this to other people. And you know how PayPal feels about fraud at the end of the day. They take it very seriously. So I don't know why you got it in your head to send me over those messages. And what made it even worse, not only did he send me one, he sent me 4 of them back to back to back saying the same thing over and over and over again. I told you, people, we can't make this up. We cannot make it up. This guy is his worst enemy at the end of the day. He does this destruction to himself. I gotta finish my mental man over there. Okay. Now, to make sure that what we submitted over was actually reached, we did contact PayPal, that particular department. We got a chance to look through the emails that we submitted, and now they have made their own notes on top of the notes we've already submitted in, as this is something that needs to be urgent, that needs to be looked at, because of the many times this guy has submitted this over and over again, claiming that PayPal was telling him to do all these things, and PayPal wasn't telling him to do anything. The order is sitting in the account right now. There's nothing wrong with it. It's in good standing. PayPal hasn't. They're waiting for a tracking number by Jamie to ship it out. That's what it's waiting for right now. He has 5 days, as we stated, sent to him, 5 days to have the item processed, and Saturday we expect a tracking number. If we don't see a tracking number by Saturday, we will give him an additional 5 days. You have to understand, Jamie, we don't need the product here to show your product doesn't work. You've already shown that already by doing this nonsense at the end of the day. You have proved that you are afraid to send the item out here. I don't know what your terms of malicious intentions are, but your product is to be tested against 2.0's test. If you consider that to be malicious, then I don't know why anybody would spend the money for your product if you can't back it up. So let's see how long it takes for the item to get here. That's why I have cancel or shipping out with a question mark. So again, let's see how long it takes to ship out. And mind you, we can show you the transcripts. This is a fellow who went completely haywire on us because he got mad because his item was 1 day off from being shipped out. He went berserk. And here we are. We're probably going to end up waiting, depending on how he's fighting now, we're probably going to end up waiting probably about maybe a week or 2 weeks before we get any notification on anything. I guarantee you. Yeah, he uses that. Look at Taco looking at it. He uses that excuse all the time. That's the Karen call. Karens are known for that. Karen will do the same cry over and over again all day long. You bump into them, same cry. You showing a picture, a video, something, same cry. They don't like something that they see, same cry. They got the same freaking cry on every single time. That is Crow's signature. Right there. Same cry every single time. Oh, we don't deal with this, or we don't deal with this at the end of the day, and we don't do that. That's the same cry every single day. I told you he's going to do it. I told you. Mark my words. All right, going through? Go ahead, take your fish through. You hunting? You hunting, taking your fish through? You hunting today? That's his favorite fish in the whole world. Just carries that around the house from area to area. I'm going to put the AC on so it'll cool it down in here a bit for you. All right, people. All we can do is wait. Till then, as I said before, since Jamie is not backing this product up in any way, we know he can't, get a better screen paint. You can purchase from us with no problem at all. We got the new 90 that's out that comes with 350-inch screens or somewhere around that area. That's a share pack. So that's something you want to break out with your friends or how we want to do it. We have people buying 2 at a time. So we thought it'd be cool to add 3 of them in there, so that way they can have something where they can split up between 3 different people, however way they want to do it. We also have the $38 one, which is actually the cheapest, most advanced gray screen paint on the market. As I can honestly say, at the end of the day, our tests are unmatched because, again, we have people that can't basically compete with our test. That is also available. Now, the 38 isn't available for free shipping because I said the shipping would consume that, but the 90 is. Other than that, we have the 44s, which I'm going to be going outside today. Hopefully, the weather's fantastic. I'm gaming outside today on the 44. I love that screen so much. Like having a TV, I swear. Maybe around in September, when the weather gets weather, we'll be back on the 250 because right now it's Mosquito Valley out there, and I don't feel like getting eaten alive out there. All right, so we still got the Infinity Gunmetal we're working on, and I'm going to make myself for Warhammer an insane black screen paint for gaming. I gotta have it. I can't get that image out of my head with Warhammer, man. Just the horde coming at him and having that shot going boom, boom, boom. Oh man, it was beautiful. Warhammer is, I'm telling you, you're talking about a dark game that requires heavy contrast. Yeah, Warhammer. I'm gonna tell you right now, those of you who don't have a black screen paint and you're playing on a gray screen, I wouldn't even do it. I'm sorry. I love 2.0, but no. I'm not playing that game on a 2.0. Are you crazy? Oh, heck no. I love the 2.0, but like I said, you see the difference in the contrast levels. Yet those of you planning to get that game and you're playing on a gray screen, you have wasted that game's time at the end of the day. You have. But for those of you who appreciate true black technology at its best, wait till you see the gaming paint that I'm developing. Well, for everybody, but first of all, it's going to be for me. It's going to be absolutely insane. Oh, jeez. Yes, it is. And I know exactly already everything we need to add in it. And it's going to be concentrated, very heavily concentrated. Oh, yeah. It's going to be beautiful. All right, people, I got to go, man. I got to paint this develop. I got to start writing down the ingredients because the Lord has put this idea in my head and I got to write all this down. Look at them popping out so fast because I said God at the end of the day. Does it bother you because I say God at the end of the day? Does that bother you? Satan doesn't like to hear that word either. He can't stand it when I say God. Look at it. 3 of them popped out like, oh my goodness. He said the Lord's word. I got to leave out of here. Man. Sorry you feel that way. You know, it's funny. The other person's offended by that too. Satan. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to design what I want to design. I'm going to design this gorgeous paint I can't wait to start working on. And for those of you saying, oh, but Christians don't act. Christians have the right to defend themselves. Go crack a Bible and see what King David was designed to do. King David was an amazing warrior at the end of the day. And he fought by God's side. And he slayed many with his own hands. Yeah. That was not the person that you want to meet in the middle of a battlefield. David was no joke. And Samson and Delilah, and get all these different warriors. Yes, God has warriors. Now, as long as we don't step in the realm of the devil, we're basically, if I go out there and spread memes and pornography and all this stuff that this guy is doing at the end of the day, no, I went and defended my company. I did what I was designed to do and what God told me to do. I kept my promise and my agreement to ship my product out on time to my customers. And when this guy came up and did these false demonstrations, I challenged him. I went downstairs, showed his review versus my product, placed an order for his product, and now he is backing down because he has no choice because his product doesn't work. He can't even beat the basic, simple test, 3-hour test demonstrations under 2.0. And now he's coming up with all these multiple excuses. And I have a right to expose him for everything that he's doing so everybody can see what kind of person he is at the end of the day. You can't back your product. So it means your review is fake. Everything was fake. Learn a lesson from this. All my technology comes from God. I explained this so many times. You cannot take down God's technology. You can't destroy it. You can't wreck it. You can't ruin it. You can't do anything at all, period. And he will give me the knowledge and the ability to be able to fight my battles on any platform you could possibly think of. And I will be victorious every single time. And every single time you will see the same thing of all my enemies. They will either back down or crumble or dissolve. And look at this gentleman right here. He can't even ship out the product because he's terrified. He already knows that he's committed wrong. He can't even basically back his product at the end of the day. He has to commit fraud in order to try to get out of the situation and even got exposed for that. And now he's looking at doing some serious jail time for committing mail fraud because he was so terrified to ship out his actual product, he committed mail fraud right there in front of everybody. Exposed over and over again and again and again. And every single PayPal claim that you see sitting on my table, I won every single one of them. Because I had the ability, I had the able to back my products up 100% and prove my products worked. Yes, sirree. So sorry, Satan, you get no victory here. Only God gets victory. That's it. When you do the devil's work at the end of the day, well, the results speak for themselves. If he had sent the product down as he was supposed to and he did everything by the book, first of all, if he wasn't running his mouth about a product that doesn't work to begin with and he was honest to his customers and he tested the products, he would never be in this situation to begin with. If he sat there and said, okay, my product is not ambient light rejection, but it does such and so and this, that, and he was honest about it, then you wouldn't have a problem. But claiming your your screen paint comes in black, and claiming that it comes in this color when it doesn't, and claiming that your screen picks up a 100% contrast level next to a black screen, and claiming it doesn't match network gray 773, and claiming it's not that black and white mixture of that free product he was giving away online. Oh, come on, man. So, no, you have lost your claim on so many levels. Now, again, I've given you 5 days grace period. If we don't see it on Saturday or tracking number, we're not going to go on and file a complaint. We're going to give you an additional 5 more days. I'm going to call them, I'm not sure where we can call it for him. mercy points. So that way we can help you along, because you seem to be having a problem, or charity, we'll call it charity help, because you seem to be having a problem processing orders, so we'll help you along with it. And if you want me to do a tutorial demonstration, I'll do a tutorial demonstration showing you how to ship out a product. But we'll give you the time to ship it out, since it's really hard for you to do this. With that being said, I'm going to continue making my amazing screen paint, what I'm blessed to be able to have and design. I got a Game of War paint coming out, which I cannot wait. Ooh, that's a good name for it, too. I think about that one. No, because that touches on something really bad at the end of the day. I don't want to put that in there at the end of the day. That might trigger some other people to be upset. Now, we ain't putting no war paint in there. I know what war paint stands for. That's not good. We'll think of something else. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, let's go for now. I got things to design and things to make. Until then, Jamie, we are waiting for you to either cancel or, we know you're not going to ship out. You got to do something. Money's sitting in the account, so you got to do something with it, because after a while, it's considered stealing. You know that, right? If you don't have my stuff out at a certain timeline, we're going to give you a 5-day grace period to ship it out. We gave you a 5-day grace period to be able to process the order. When the third comes up, we don't see a tracking number. Maybe you need some help. Maybe, I don't know, financially wise. Maybe you can't get the money to ship it out. I'll give you another 5 more days. After that, we're going to consider it to be stealing. So figure it out. All right, I got to go. Thank you all, and God bless.